G'day guys, it's Dylan here from Pat's Tackle World. This week I've chosen to talk about the Ecooda live shrimps. The Ecooda live shrimps have been a very popular lure within the shop for offshore fishing on the reef. So if you want to chase species like coral trout, red emperors, red throat emperors, tusk fish, all those good tasty species like that, these are the lure that seems to be the red hot one at the moment. So I thought I'd go through how we're going to go about rigging these up for fishing them offshore. We've had a lot of people asking questions, and rather than me showing everyone in store individually, I'd rather just do it this way in a video. So I thought, with all the questions being asked, go through and show you guys how to do it. So all we're going to need to change the rig over for these guys is we're going to need the Nitro Saltwater Pro hooks in a 5.0. The weight is to suit yourself, so whichever one for the depth of water that you're going to be fishing. So you can fish these guys in like a metre of water for species like barramundi and that, but offshore they're really good fished in sort of 10 metres down to about 30-40 metres depending on the run and stuff like that. So we need the Nitro hooks in a 5.0, pair of scissors, and a Ecooda shrimp. So these are the 127mm model. You can also get a smaller one which is great around the estuaries as well, but today we're focusing on this one. So first of all, we're just going to pop it out of the packet, and you're just left with a weedless rigged prawn. So with that prawn, it comes like that with a 15-gram hook, so just over ½ ounce weight in there, which is great if you are choosing to chug it barramundi, mangrove jack, king salmon, things like that in amongst the structure. But for what we're doing out on the reef, we always find that it's better to have an exposed hook. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull out a weedless rig. So first of all, you just want to, on the bottom there's a split. You can just quite easily just pop the back part of the weedless hook out, and then from there it's just a slide backwards just to get the eye out. So you're left with the weedless hook. Those guys are great for all the estuary fishing application, but offshore we can pretty much just put it aside. From there, whilst rigging them, what you'll need to do is inside the front here near the split, but basically right between its eyes, there is a weighted, a rattle chamber. And with that rattle chamber, if you're going to rig it on a standard jig head, it gets right in the way. So we're just going to pop that rattle chamber out. So all you need to do is just push forward on the head and just slide backwards, allowing you to release the little rattle chamber out of there. So we'll get rid of that one as well. Unfortunately, it won't fit in there for the rig that we're going to do. On the front of the plastic, it's just slightly angled. So with that, we just take a pair of normal braid scissors and just snip it off flush on the front so it lays really nice and flat on our jig head. So as you can see, I've just cut that off nice and flat. And from there, we'll get our Nitro hook. So this one here we've chosen for today is the 1 ounce 5.0. So these ones are really good fish from about 15 metres down to about 35 and even 40 metres of water depending on how much run you have on the day. To rig them up, we grab our plastic and just sit it upright, and then all we're going to do is get the jig head and push it up against it here, and we're just going to feed it in like you're feeding a prawn on the hook, and literally like we're feeding a prawn on the hook. And then all we do is we've got a little split in the bottom, just feed it through, and we're going to push it forward so the plastic is actually sitting upside down like that. And then from there, all you do is just flip it over, and then the split in the back, and why we've chosen the 5.0 is because it sits perfectly into that split. So we're just going to get that split there and just feed the hook straight back through it, and then you're left rigged with a perfectly straight Ecooda prawn. And that guy there is ready to go and fish on the reefs for all your demersal species. But we've even had stories of commercial trout fishermen are now buying these instead of bait because of how well they're working for them on the reef, and they last through a lot of fish. So they're really, really good lure, quite durable. As you can see, I'm quite pulling on that there now. They're jointed, so you get a lot of action in the tail, and they sit on the plastic, on the jig head really nicely. So that's our choice of offshore lure for this week. If you're getting out there, make sure you come in and have a look, and we've got plenty in stock. Thank you very much. Heaps of good colours to choose from. We'll just show you those guys right now. And the pearl one that I've used in the video. Thanks guys, look forward to seeing you in store. Cheers.